Yeah, man. Boy, you got the Savage back again with another movie review. The Meg 2, The Trench. Pissed off, man. Yeah, man. This movie. This movie sucks. This movie. Oh, bro. The movie sucks. Yeah, it's Statham. A few characters no one cares about. Um, Terrible decision making, terrible guardian to a little girl who just let her get into some underwater submarine. Considering what we just saw in real life with the Titanic submergible, she just walked onto a submergible and ended up in there with all these people in a trench. There was all this espionage stuff and people with dodgy materials under the sea and people turning on each other for no reason, and then somebody turning on Statham's lot, but then really going back to the other side, and then nobody cared that she turned in the first place. There's loads of Jason Statham doing Jason Statham stuff, which I'm a fan of Jason Statham, but he just does Jason Statham stuff like transporter, like basically he does Jason Statham. He looks at stuff. He says everything with the same accent. Even I know in this he's still English, but when he's in other movies and he's American, he still sounds English, and he just says stuff a lot like this. He squints his eyes. It's a bloody megalodon. It's a Meg. Give us a hug. Fucking hell. Shit. You know what I'm saying? He just says stuff. But he's Jason Statham and he's an action hero, and if he was in the 90s, then he'd probably be even better, bro. But I'm sure his acting range goes further than this, but he's just got the transporter cranked feel, all that. You get me? And so he's an action guy. You saw it in the trailer. He leg pressed the Meg. Now, I'll give him this on the trailer. He didn't show that there was a chain wrapped around the Meg, but he still leg pressed it out of the way. Like, yeah, just move. No, okay. The movie felt like it was two movies, and both of them were shit. The first one was some weird spy, Pacific Rim, under the sea, terrible version of Aquaman, what was also terrible in itself. We can walk underwater in these ultra combat suits. Nobody cares. Oh, with one punch we can crush 200 kg worth of bricks. No one cares. It didn't do anything. Then they had the little girl. She was alright, cool. She's probably the one of the better actors, to be fair. So that story there, it was the trench, obviously. Then you go to the Meg. There was more Megs. I don't know why they felt smaller. There probably wasn't, but they felt. There was one that was massive. The rest of them felt smaller, but they probably weren't. They were just there for no reason. They escaped places and stuff. The other guy was playing hide and seek with one of the Megs and giving everyone heart attacks because he found it funny, even though people have died from the Meg before. I don't know why he found it a joke. It's like somebody playing hide and seek with a whistle and trying to train a T-Rex in Jurassic Park. He wouldn't do it. So there's that pointlessness as well. So that's the trench. The Meg side of it. The CGI in this movie is trash. I don't understand who wrote the movie. I'm sorry. I don't normally speak this. I'm not going to be personal about the director, but whoever wrote this, have a look at yourself in the mirror and give your head a wobble. It was trash. The story was trash. The CGI looked trash. The little other creatures, what you saw in the trailer when it's like 65 million years ago. I don't know why I done Statham voice because he doesn't narrate it, but they look trash. The T-Rex thing they had in there looked trash. It looked like it was off a computer game from PS2, and we're in 2023. We had a Kraken, also trash. All of a sudden, I just saw the octopus tentacle come out of nowhere. I was like, it's a Kraken. Ugly ass Kraken. Took out people without looking. I don't know how, because it was under the water, but it was taking out people in this, I think it was called Fun Island, which is very close to, the Epstein Island. It's very close to, I don't know what's going on there. It was like some spring break style thing. I'll be honest. Anyone who's watched Sharknado and them kind of terrible movies, Sharknado sucks, but it might be better. It might be better than this movie. In fact, Sharknado's so bad that it's still bad, innit? You know some movies are bad that it's good. It's so bad that it's bad, but this is just terrible. Like, at least Sharknado made me... I didn't laugh once in this movie. I didn't get scared once in this movie. Nothing made me jump. Also, it's a PG-13. And so there's no blood. And I didn't see every time the Meg bit someone or ate someone, There was just like water vapor. It just felt like water vapor. I don't know. The movie sucks. The review's already too long because this movie doesn't deserve this long of a review. If I have to rate this movie out of 10, I'll give this movie like a 2. And that's just because Jason Statham's in it. I feel bad for my son, man. He went to watch this at the cinemas. And when I asked him on the phone, he was like, yeah, it was alright. That's him trying to be nice because he knows that somebody paid for his ticket. If he paid for it himself, he would let me know where is it. I've been your boy, Savage. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. It's bloody Megalodon. It's a Meg. I'm Jason Statham. I'm English. And when I play American characters, I still have an English accent. And when I'm around Idris Elba, I sound kind of normal. But when I'm around Americans, I sound extra English. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.